Hey guys, welcome to DevOps School. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Artifactory. Artifactory is a repository management tool which is developed by JFrog. A repository manager is a dedicated server application designed to manage binary components for the application that we build. Artifactory supports all major packaging formats, build tools, and CI servers. After going through this session, I can assure you that the concept and understanding of the Artifactory will be absolutely clear to you. But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOps School certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry-level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
Artifactory. So guys, it's very small tool. Artifactory is a tool for Artifactory has a repository. Simple. Okay, and repository has packages. Here packages means, when I say packages, that means type of the packages. Okay, so packages means like a jar, var, EAR, exe, so Python packages, yum packages, rpm packages, apt packages, NuGet packages, .NET packages, Docker packages, Ruby packages. All these packages, packages, remember, it's like a binary. These are all binary packages. Okay, binary packages has packages of binary. Are you getting my points, guys? What it has? Artifactory has repositories, n number of repositories, and each repository has packages of binary. These are the type of binary. Guys, understood?
Yeah.
So here it has a versioning also. So now the question is, why Artifactory? Why Artifactory? So guys, it is for the package versioning. Yes, package source code versioning was a different topic, but in Git. But package versioning is required also. Like in a daytime, you develop 300 packages, 400 packages, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, like that. In a month, in a year, many packages. So you need a package versioning. But at the same time, you need a place where all type of packages can be stored. All type of packages can be stored. That's the important one. Do we have any place which all types of packages can be stored? Easily you can download. And easily you can upload. Do you have any places? Do you have a role-based access? Role-based access for download and upload? Do you have download and upload? Do you know any places where you can have a packages repository and where you role-based access? Do you know easy maintenance for the years of packages you have stored? You want to clean up in a few seconds only. Do you know any process? Do you know any tools who understand this? Do you understand your build tools? That's important. Build tools like a Maven, Gradle, which just now I talked about it. Correct? Who understand a build tool? So all these features you have in the Artifactory. So Artifactory has a versioning. It supports all type of packages. It easily can be downloadable and uploadable. role-based access, easy maintenance, understand that, and package integrity is maintained by. Integrity means no one can compromise, no can hack that packages. Package durability. What is the durability means? Anyone can tell me? What is the durability? What is the durability? Guys?
Not for a long time.
Over the period of time, the packages will die because of storage will die. But in Artifactory, those durability will be managed. Package quality of the packages will be managed. Okay, so guys, this is Artifactory. Why Artifactory? For all these types of packages. So guys, this is from the company called JFrog. Okay, this is from the company called JFrog. Now this Artifactory tool is from JFrog, and they have a multiple different kind of releases actually. One is like a community release, which is a free basically. Okay, it's a free, but only for what? Java project. That's a problem. That Java package. Other packages you will not be able to store it. So they have a professionals also, and this is paid and for all. Okay, this tool is written in Java. Yes, this tool is written in Java. Okay, so this is Artifactory. So if you want to install Artifactory, you have to have a JDK or JRE, and it can be installed in Linux, Mac, or whatever it is, Windows also. So guys, did you understand what is Artifactory? Why Artifactory? Guys, did you understand this?
Yeah.
What are the other tools we have in this category? So other tools, if you don't like Artifactory, you have to like Nexus. Nexus is one of the competitor of Artifactory. Other one is like Archiva. Okay, so these are the competition is which Artifactory is making. Okay, so yep, these are the other tools we have. Now next question is how to install it. How to install it? Before installing, okay, I'm going to tell you here I'm going to tell you here is Artifactory architecture. So here backend is written in Java. Database we have RDBMS. Default is so Artifactory database. If you see here, just go to this Artifactory database. So see here, these are the Java version supported. Okay, so these are the Java version RDBMS, out of which Derby is the default database for the trial version. Okay, Derby is the default for trial version is embedded. So you can go for any of the database. So now let's go install. We'll install with the Derby. So I need one machine. So let's get AWS quickly, saving time.
Rajesh, is there any free tool which supports all binaries?
Archiva, but it has a limitation actually from Apache. Check it out, Archiva.
Okay.
So guys, I'll go for CentOS marketplace. Continue. So to 2 CPU 4 GB RAM is sufficient. One version 30 GB. Next, tag, name it, art, security groups, default, launch, Rajesh Mumbai. This is the machine which is here. I have a username CentOS. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the blast nodes to install the Artifactory, so that way I'll save some time. So it's all just about getting the, oh, there's no blast nodes here. Where is this? I'm just checking. I'm looking for the installation document. Okay, ultimately I do not have. So let's go get it. So Artifactory download. Now we have to restart. This is the one. Now download legacy, download. So what kind of version you want to download? So I want to download for RPM also you can download, Linux you can download, Helm, C Windows, Debian, so many packages are there. I'll go for the Linux one. Click on this. And here we started downloading in the same boxes. So what I want is I have to use little bit URL. Okay, I have to log in first, right? So I'm logging using CentOS. Click OK, apply. Yes, CentOS is username. I'll become a root actually. That way everything is done. Now I'm going to download this. So copy wget downloading. What is this? Exiting. Why? Oh, wget is not found set. Okay, yum install wget -y. So I'm going to install the wget. After that, download. Okay, now file name is this one, which I'm going to output it. So I should have output also with the wget or curl, but it's okay, I can rename that, not a problem. So it's taking 10 seconds to go. Okay, so now a download has happened. Now I have to move, I have to rename it to something, this file. Okay, and then tar-zxvf extracting this file, and I extract it. Okay, so this is the package, I got it here. This is the package, I got it. Now this package I'm going to here it is. Okay, so I'll just move and make it a little bit smaller. Actually, I don't like, it's a pro version 7.7.3. so this is the one. Now you have to have a JDK installed, so I'll install the Open Jdk, so which I'm going to get it, JDK 8 I'm going to install. Okay, which is needed actually for this. So you want the installation instruction, you will have somewhere here, check that, some documentation here, user guide, so you can check this here. So I'm installing the Open Jdk here, RHEL. So yum install -y, and then that's all. So I have installed it. Now can I go to the Artifactory here and go to the app and go to the bin, and here start the Jenkins Artifactory. So which is Artifactory installation service? This one. So here started this. Now can I check the status? And now status is saying it's running. See, everything is running. So this is the command which I followed to install this Artifactory. I am putting in the chat window, so if you need, you can get it. So by the way, this URL will not work later because it has a valid, it is active for certain times actually. So you have to get this URL. So guys, this is the Artifactory. Now I have started actually. Which port you can use it? 8080 port. Artifactory by default use 8080 port. So I am going to access 8080. So here it is. Now it will take some time to come out of it. So wait for it. What is that?
If I want, do we need to open the code also?
So no, actually that security group I have opened up everything. It will open up. It takes some time. I know that, but it will open. Meanwhile, I'll check that if it's still running or not running. Oh, sorry. My mistake. I think I have got a very bad memory. 81 actually. Okay. So 81. Don't mind. So this is the one. Okay. So 81 is the port number, default port number. Now name is ADMIN, password is ADMIN123, and it's not working. So ADMIN not working. So ADMIN itself not working. Then password. Yeah. So username is ADMIN, super admin, and password. Okay. Now you have to change the password if you really want it. Okay, but right now not interested. Get started. You can change the password, or I have been forced to pass. Can I skip it? No. So ADMIN 123, ADMIN 123. Next. Okay, done. Now this is the license file you need it. Okay, so you have to have a license file. Do you have a license file? So you can get it from the JFrog website. I have a license file, previous one, so I'm going to use that. If it's working, that's super. So this is a license. Okay, just a second, let me unshare the screen because I'm going to search in my email also. I should be having Artifactory license. So I'm just searching. You can generate this license, but the problem here is each user email address, you can get only one license. That is a problem. So many email address I have already used it in terms of demo. That way Atlassian is very good. They don't block as per the email address, but this company block it. So next and skip, finish. Guys, done. So okay, by the way, my license got expired. Okay, so expired means I will not be able to create a repository of a type which is called other than okay. So my license got expired. They are allowing me to create a repository, but I think upload and download will be prohibited. No problem. So what we can do, would you mind if we'll see that some error will come, then we'll work out. So meanwhile that expiry license, I'll continue. So guys, this is the way, this is Artifactory. This is why you need Artifactory. This is the package types which is being considered, and architecture installations and access. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions so far?
No. Rajesh, you told like
Okay.
Artifactory understands build tool like Maven or such. So does it also understand Gradle as well?
Yeah, everything.
Okay. If
See,
you could
here
show
you want to
skills
understand.
with, yeah.
If you want to, I'll
show
show you. See here. See, these are the things. Alpine, Chef, Cocoa Pots, Conan. I have not used it, but I'm reading it. Conda, CPAN. CPAN is CRAN is I think CPAN is for the Perl, I guess. Debian, Docker, Gems, Generic, GitLFS, Go, Gradle, Helm, Ivy, Maven, NPM, NuGet, Opj, PHP Composer, NuGet, PyPI, RPM, SPT, Vagrant. These all are package type, guys. These all are package type. Make sense?
Yeah, so if you could show an use case with both Maven and Gradle, it would be great because those two tools you have explained now. So that would be nice. Like if we can see from Maven or Gradle how to upload or download the packages.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So yep. So guys, any other questions? Okay, guys. So now the next question is how to upload. That's the first question. How to download, because you will not do anything else. How to upload and how to download. See here, I told you why Gradle, for upload and download. That's all. So what uploading what package? Different packages. So I'll put it this in the steps, guys. That way you understand that. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, like that. Okay. Now step 1, you have to create a repo. But the question is, when you are uploading, via what? Via what? So we will do this through Maven and Gradle. So Maven, first Maven, using Maven. Okay. So please understand that we're using Maven, we are doing it. So create a repo. Now guys, Maven, you can do that. So create a repo. Okay. Here, edit your pom.xml with repo location. Understand that here. Edit your setting.xml with, you know that setting.xml, right? I just showed you morning Gradle session also. With access detail, user ID and password in simple way, user ID and password. Okay. And step number 4, any idea what is the step number 4 it could be, guys? Maven, any idea?
URL. So like
deploy goal.
Yeah, Maven deploy goal, right? Do you remember the last goal which I said will not work, but I'll teach you in the Artifactory session? Deploy, remember, compile, package, compile, test, package, install, deploy. Do you remember? Right? So that's all. These are the 4 steps, guys. You have it. Nothing great about it. So can we do that? So before doing this stuff, we need to understand, guys, you have to create a repository, no? So you have a 3 repository types in Artifactory. You need to understand repository types in Artifactory. So in short, I am just trying to explain it to you. There is a 3 types of repository. Whenever you create any repository, I said again, any. So let's say create a Maven repository. So here they will ask you what kind of repository you want to create it. So here if you create a repository, I'm discarding one more time. See local, remote, virtual, and distribution, 4 kind of, out of which I'm talking about the 3 right now. Local, remote, virtual. So here, what is a local, remote, virtual? What is this, all this meaning of it? So let's understand this, guys. These are the type of repository. So here what happens, let's say simple scenario, you are in India, your team is located in India and other team is located in USA, and between that you have, let's say, 20-30,000 kilometer distance. I don't know actually, I'm just guessing. 30,000 kilometer distance. So if you want to think about it, if you're a developer here and your Artifactory is here, Artifactory is here. So if you upload, you have traveled your 30,000 kilometer, right? For uploading the file. But what about if you upload in the local only, local Artifactory server? So let's say if it is taking, let's say 5 minutes, this probably will take 1 minute. Now you think about it, guys, how many times you do download and upload? Thousands of times in a day. So here there is free, this upload is free, this is paid because you have to pay for the broadband, right? Fiber optics, right? All this thing. So here people usually upload to the repository which is hosted local. So this repository is called local repository, and for this guy this is called remote repository. But remote definition is something different also. Let's understand. So guys, did you understand the local repository? Local repository is in a local and read writable, and in the same hosted in the same Artifactory server. Did you understand the local, guys?
Yeah.
But what will happen, this, you are uploading the packages here all the time, but US guys also want your packages. You want so now US guy is uploading here. Simple, very simple situation. US guys uploading in their own local repo. Indian people are also uploading in their own repo. But USA people wants the Indian packages. Indian developers want the USA packages. What we do in this case? Then what happens? We don't download, because if you start, let's say 200 developers are there in the organization, they individually download, there will be too much to download, right? So what we should do in the Artifactory itself, we should create one remote repository. But remote repository will be the cache copy of this one. And here also we should create a remote repository cache of this one. So this time it will be only one time download will be there, and after that you can do download local. So here remote repository is basically cache copy of remote. Read only, you can write actually, and copy is hosted in local Artifactory server. Not everything. Did you understand that, guys? Remote now, remote repository.
Yeah, kind of a CDN. Yeah.
No, distribution is a kind of CDN. Remote repository is like only one. Okay. Now third repository is basically what is happening. Typically, you know that one package, one software, when you look at the dependencies, you have 20-30 dependency, and each dependency in a different local and remote repo. So you'll get mad by managing those repository. Literally, as a developers, you will get mad by managing those repository. So what we have here, virtual basically is nothing but a group of what? Local and remote, but only one URL. So that's a virtual, means only one URL you'll get it. How automatically it will interpolate, that's the Artifactory job. You don't have to worry about it. Just remember one URL, and this URL will represent 20 different repository of local and remote. So virtual is a kind of grouping of multiple local and multiple remote. Guys, did you understand this?
Yeah.
So guys, what I have to do, I have to create one local, one remote, one virtual. But here, remember, we are using Maven. So tell me, Maven, how many release type you have in Maven? Guys, quickly.
Snapshot and release.
Right, yeah. So because I told you, right, in Artifactory, understand your build tool. So yes, understanding a build tool means you can create a repository type as per their version. So you can create a snapshot and then release. you can do the release. Okay, so can I create it? But guys, I don't have one remote repository. That's the problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a trick. There is one central repository, which I'm going to as a remote repository. This repository. So this I'll use the remote. Okay, so let's get started, guys. So here I am going to Artifactory local remote virtual. So first I'll create a local, and here I am creating local. What is the name type? Maven type. What is the name of the repository? So this is a DevOps local. I'll just name it certain way so you'll read it and understand. Local, and this is the type is a release type. Okay, release type, and here you have to select which will handle release or snapshot. Release. Rest of the things let it be as it is. Save and finish. So guys, I got this one repository which is DevOps local repository, and you want this URL, we'll have to store it. Now can I create one more local, but this time snapshot? So here, say simple, right? Maven, here DevOps, here snap local only, actually local, but this is a snapshot. Snapshot has a not stable code, and here done. So I created two. One is local, one snapshot. Now I'll create one remote. So create a remote Maven type. This is Maven Remote. Okay, so this will support Maven Remote, and repository key, this is central. Okay, and location is URL test it. It's accessible. So it's here, there's no user ID and password, so test has passed it. But if you think there is a user ID and password, you can give the user ID and password somewhere down, somewhere authentication. See, advanced on authentication will be there somewhere. See, certificates are there, and where is authentication? Proxy. See, username and password. So you can check, but this is open, public available, so anyone can access it. So I created one group also. So altogether I created three repository. So here 1 2 3. Okay, so total, no, sorry, 3 is here. So can I get in the URL? So here I want the URL. So here central. Okay, this is the URL. Okay, file up file to file, URL to file. So this is the URL for remote, and this is the URL for snapshot. Sorry, wrong location. I have given wrong URL. This is the URL for central. That's correct. That's correct. And this is the URL for snapshot, and this is the URL for local. This is the one release. Okay, there's the one virtual is missing. Can I create now? Go to setting, repository, here virtual, create a virtual, and add all of mine only. Okay, so group, and here I'm adding. So this one, this one, this one. Done. Go and copy this Artifactory group, which is here, this one. Done. Okay, so this is the repository snapshot, release, remote, virtual. So guys, did you understand that how to create a repository? First step number 1. Everyone?
Yeah.
Now guys, I have to edit the pom.xml. So pom.xml, you have to edit with the repo location. So which pom.xml? So yesterday we created pom.xml in the Maven session here. Chat. See, this is the pom.xml. Now guys, if the element name here, it should be distribution management. But how do you get it? So I've created one sample. You can copy from there. Okay. So rather than searching here and there, on sample. So go for sample lab and projects. I'll put the URL in this Maven, hello world Maven. Okay. And look at this here. Here I have wrote in a Nexus setup, you will do this distribution management, Artifactory setup. So I'll copy this whole things together. Okay, this whole URL I'm putting up in the text here. Follow this one, you'll get example. Okay, you look at the pom.xml here also, you will get the example here. It is distribution management. See here. So this is the things you have to add in where pom.xml. So now let me change this here, this ID. So release version, local release. This is the release one, okay? And this is the snapshot. Okay, by the way, I doubt 82 will work because 81, let me check that, because 81 is a real port. We'll check that if it's not working. Okay, I can also, there's one more way you can check. Go to release and click on the set me up. They will generate a code for you. See here. So here, what port you have? Artifactory 1. So basically 81 will work. 82 is for the UI purpose. UI. Understand that. So this you can see that UI, but here you have to write 81 port. Okay. So recently this change has happened. So set me up, if you do that, this code, whatever I am writing here, it will generate for you. Okay. So this is the Maven component element. So this one. Now interesting thing here, this ID, whatever you mentioned, no, same ID you have to put it in setting.xml. So I am creating a streamline process, DevOps. This ID you have to setting.xml. Now in setting.xml, what you need to have? In a setting.xml, you need to have server element which require the access. So which is the server element? This one. See. Okay. So here, whatever I said DevOps, it should match with this one. That way it will detect the user ID and password, else it will not detect. Now, should I create a user ID and password? Yes. So quickly I'll go and create one user ID and password for you. By the way, I have a user ID and password, but just for the demo I'm creating. Go to the setting, go to the security, go to the, oh no, identity and access, create here user. Okay, so here I create a new user, deploy. All this is self-driven. Deploy, email address, deploy@deploy.com. And here I'm putting administrator role or whatever it is. Just to avoid the complexity, I'm putting administrator role, but you will work very carefully. Deploy 1, 2, 3. Okay, and save it. Now this you have to create a group. Now this group I'll create a group deploy and administrator platform and save it. Now this group you will have to give the permission. So in the permission you have to give some permission. So here you have to, there's a 2 permission created, anything and here. So anything and any remote. So here I'll create one more permission, deploy for which resources, add a resources, which one you want. So you want everything. For what user? Deploy user. So deploy user. Okay. And what kind of access you want to give? Okay, anonymous. I want to add for time being everything I'm adding. Okay. And group, which group? So add group. Okay, so see here the deploy is not visible because deploy has an admin group already. That's the reason. But if it is a normal group, it can do that. So this is the way you can create a user group permissions, blah blah blah. So my username is deploy and password is deploy 123. That's all. So guys, you have to put this in the setting.xml. Let me show you in setting.xml. Conf setting.xml. Insert here, go down and under the server put it up. This everything is done. So guys, everything is done. Now you have to finally do the ambient deploy in your project. So can we do this? Let's do that. So for that, this is a project, cmd ambient deploy. Okay, now everything will happen and finally it will deploy the packages to Artifactory. Who will do that? Maven. The help of, see, packaging has happened now and deploy. So deploy got some failure. The failure is, it says chat. Okay, so the failure is there's some problem in this form.xml. I was not expecting any failure. Oh, sorry, I did not copy the distribution ID. So this is my mistake. I should copy. Done. And deploy. And now there's another failure. That failure is gone. This time there's a different failure. The failure is failed to deploy artifact, could not transfer this one from this one to this one, and the reason is 503. 503 is basically server error. So server error means Artifactory issues. So I need to check that. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so yeah, so that we did not set up a properly. So if you see that here they have added the, look at the URL pattern. URL pattern, that's the reason I created a template here. URL pattern, if you look at this, what is the difference you see here? This URL pattern and this URL pattern. Guys, quickly. Hello.
The user said that was DevOps and not Rajesh.
No. URL pattern, I said. See, there's a list here.
List here. Yeah.
So here, those are the things. Again, these changes has come recently. Earlier it was okay, but they converted into the 2 module. So now we have to follow this module only. So these are the things. Again, this if you Google, you will get this error solutions, but not a problem because I have solution. So let's check it out. Deploy. Hopefully this should be passing this time. Now, if I see this time also there's an error. The error is 503.
See.
So come on, what is this? This is correct, everything is correct, but what is the 503? Let me check. I see DevOps and setting.xml DevOps deploy 123. That is correct. Do you have DevOps one more time? No. So there should be not any problem. So if I see here 503 is a server error. Server error means this one. Now so what could be the issue? Set me up. I don't think so there's a issues actually. I'm just thinking what could be the reason for it.
So, Rajesh, do you have any proxies in the pom.xml?
No, pom.xml I have no proxy. It's not needed at all right now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if any proxy is blocking it.
No, the 503 is a server error. 503 is server error. It's a Artifactory error. 503 error is not a network error or access. See here, service unavailable. Getting my points? So
There it is showing repository ID as a central.
no, that's okay. That's okay. Central, the ID can be anything. I'm thinking this URL has certain problem. Now the problem is 81 Artifactory list. Last time I tried, it worked, so it's here. Now, just a second, let me pause the recording. Okay, so
This conference will now be recorded.
Rajesh,
yes.
I was saying maybe after all the topics and tools, we may need to have a class on troubleshooting on the various issues we may encounter at work or from your past experience.
Sure. Yep. Okay, guys. So now the issues of 503. 503 is a status code of the server. Now the server is not accepting the request. So for that, it could be endless scenarios, but for time being, I think it's a license issue. So let's apply the license. I'm applying the new license now. Now I applied successfully updated trial license. It's working for 14 days. Sorry, I think it's a 1409. So I think it worked for I think 1 month. So 30 days they are giving license. So meanwhile, so this license I got it for 30 days. Now can I do this upload? Now I think it should not be a problem. By the way, I changed the password admin13, which is super access, has all the access. So with that, there should not be any problem at all. By the way, deploy also was having some access, administrator access. So like that, guys, is done. So now it's done. You see, can we check this now? Go to the view, go to the Artifactory, go to the artifacts, and I think release. This is the one. Here it is. Now you have a package. Now you want to use, anyone wants to use this package, you can use this code dependency, and it's a Maven dependency. It's IV dependency which you have to use here. Gradle, if you want to use, you have to put it this one in the your setting.gradle or build.gradle. And SBT, I don't have any idea. So Maven, IV, Gradle. Maven, you know that this is the way dependency you keep it. So guys, this is the way you upload. Now the question is, how do you download? That's a question. So guys, again, I'll repeat this. Step number 1, you have to create a repo. Step number 2, you have to put this setting.xml, form.xml with these elements. Make sure that you are correct entry. And then 3rd, 4th, that's all. So guys, did you understand that? Any problem here?
Rajesh, how do we do for Gradle? Same thing, like do we have the settings for Gradle?
So I have one sample projects created, something similar. So let me give you that. What you said, Gradle, right? Gradle. So this example will help you. So this is a same. See, this example was for Java. Okay, this for Java. This is for how to upload into Artifactory using what you said, Gradle. Now let me show you the code here. Real code will be there in the build.gradle, and here you see here first repository which you added here is this one. See here. So you add this code. You can copy, in fact, copy paste the same code. See here. Now you see this is the total code you are making here. Now some of the things you have to embed. See here. Starting from here, ending here, which has a username, password. Now username is variable, password is variable. Now you see here one more thing, username and password is variable. Now Artifactory URL is variable. Now the values will be set someplace. So you can set here also, but typically we set in the property file, which is a gradle.property. And all these things here you see admin, password, URL, and version. That's all. So you can use this as a upload things. Got it? Hello.
Are we setting for separately for snapshot and release? There is no concept of that in Gradle, right?
No, in Gradle there is no concept as such. But you have a version number, no, that you can set it up. But here in Maven, if you want to set it up here, snapshot. See here, I just did the snapshot. Okay. So now automatically what will do? It will not go to this release. It will go to snapshot. Okay. Snapshot repository. See here. So first let me show you here. Here, this is in a. You look at this here. See, this is a release version. Okay, not snapshot. So release snapshot has none right now. So I'll do one more time upload or deploy. Okay, I deployed, change the version of snapshot in the form.xml. And you see uploaded, but you look at this snapshot you see here. Let's check it out. Go to snapshot and see, you got it. Snapshot you can upload as many times you want it. Okay, this is it. So guys, this is the how you upload. Download I have not covered so far now, but download you have recordings, Maven recordings, check it out. And Gradle you have so many recordings again, so check it out. First you practice it, because for the download I'll tell you the steps. How about first step number 1, project A package, project X package should be in where? Artifactory. Step 2, project Y is dependent on project X. How it's dependent on? So this way, see a dependency. So for example, this is the same project actually, but if you find the dependency, so click on the jar file and let me click the jar file. Where is the jar file? Here, and you go down, they will generate for you. You don't have to write. This is the dependency. If the other project is there, not here, you should add it in another project like this. This become a dependence. Com dot like this. Understand this? So here now project Y should be dependent on this one. Now this is step number 2. Step number 3, okay, mirror setting dot XML mirror element must be what? Virtual, must be this one, virtual group, virtual, okay, from where we can download, from where Maven can download, not we. Maven can download. So basically, what is a mirror element? So in setting.xml, mirror element is a way to tell, don't go to the central repository, go to the see here mirror. So I've commented it out all out, but here actually see Rajesh group, this was a group, so you have to uncomment this one. And finally, step number 4, project Y, you do compile or test or package So what is happening here? Think about it. What is happening here? Whenever you do the project Y compile, right? Compile. So what will happen during the compilation? They'll try to download the dependencies, right? Remember that in Maven session I did discuss. So whatever the dependency, it will try to download. So from where they will download? They will download from the virtual, which is there in the setting.xml. So that is how you download. That's all. Did you understand this, guys?
Yeah.
Rajesh,
Okay.
which videos has got these exact settings mentioned?
Which one?
You told some videos are already there for these.
Yeah, all the LMS will have a detailed videos only. Look at it, anything, and go to the end of it. By the way, this repository, just a second, hold on. This steps is there, and where's my repository? So there's one repository which I shared, which is this one. Will have a mirror element. Let me check. See, guys, see here. For the download, you have a mirror element. So you can copy paste also, change the IP address and all stuff like that. Got it? Okay, guys. So now this is the end of Artifactory session. Now I'll let you practice. Tomorrow we have a programming class. I'll see you on programming. Bye everyone. Have a nice night.
Thanks for watching. To watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Want to study further? Subscribe to our paid membership to get a deep dive into each and every topic. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to our DevOps School channel and hit the bell icon to learn more. Keep learning.